In Virgin River, peace never lasts long. Just when you think the town has finally found happiness, secrets and heartbreak rise from the shadows. This season, love will be tested. Friendships will be broken, and every choice could change everything. Forever, are you ready to step back into the town where nothing is ever simple? Virgin River has always been a place of healing, a quiet town where love and friendship keep life moving. But now, something dark looms over the familiar streets. The morning seems calm, with the sun casting golden light over the cabins, the river flowing gently, and the familiar chatter of neighbors going about their day. But beneath the surface, tension is building. Mel walks down the path to the clinic, her hands tied around the strap of her bag. There is a look in her eyes that tells a story of sleepless nights and worries that won't leave her. Jack is in the bar, staring into his coffee, lost in thoughts he cannot share. A storm brewing behind his calm exterior. The town looks peaceful, yet everyone senses that change is coming, like a silent ripple on the water warning of a storm ahead. The quiet is suddenly broken by an urgent sound, footsteps running across the wooden floors. The clatter of a door opening too fast, voices raised in alarm. Something is wrong, and the familiar safety of Virgin River feels fragile for the first time. Even the townspeople, who have weathered so many storms, feel a shift in the air. An unease that grips the heart, secrets that were carefully hidden, are starting to surface, threatening to tear apart the lives of those who call this place home. Every smile hides worry, every hug carries fear, and every glance holds the unspoken. What will this season bring? Mel's heartbeat echoes in her ears as she reaches the clinic. A patient is waiting. But the worry is not for the illness outside, it is for the life within. There is tension in every interaction, the kind that fills the air with unspoken questions. Will love survive the weight of new challenges? Can the bonds of friendship withstand the secrets threatening to pull them apart? The town of Virgin River has seen joy, but joy is fleeting, and this season, it may slip through their fingers faster than anyone expects. Each character stands on the edge of decisions that could change everything. Trust tested, hearts broken, and futures uncertain. Even Jack, strong and steady, feels the pull of forces he cannot control, and Mel's courage will be challenged in ways she never imagined. And just when it seems the tension has reached its peak, a shadow appears on the outskirts of town, a figure returning with a story that no one is ready to hear. The air grows colder, conversations pause, and the town collectively holds its breath. Old wounds resurface, promises are questioned, and what was once secure begins to crumble. Virgin River is not just a town, it is a living, breathing place where love and pain intertwine, and nothing stays hidden forever. The first moments of this season are filled with a quiet fear, the kind that whispers, your life in Virgin River will never be the same again. Every street, every cabin, and every familiar face now carries a weight, a reminder that no place is truly safe and no heart is completely at ease. This season begins with a question that haunts the town. Who can you trust when everyone has something to hide? The gentle rustle of the trees outside cannot calm the storm brewing inside, and the river that once symbolized peace now reflects tension, secrets, and the unknown. Virgin River is ready to test its people like never before, and the first scenes show that even the strongest hearts may not survive the trials ahead. With each passing moment, viewers are pulled deeper into the tension, sensing that the calm is only temporary, and the real storm is just beginning. Last season left Virgin River shaken, yet somehow life went on, even in the face of heartbreak and uncertainty. Mel and Jack finally found a moment of happiness after so much struggle, their wedding bringing hope not just to themselves, but to everyone around them. Yet, even joy felt fragile. The memory of past mistakes, unspoken regrets, and lingering tensions hung over them like a quiet storm. Mel, carrying the weight of her past, tried to embrace a future she longed for, but the shadows of earlier decisions never fully left her. Jack, strong and protective, struggled to balance the demands of his own life with the responsibility of keeping those he loved safe. Even in the smallest moments, the tension of what could go wrong lingered in the air, leaving both their hearts cautious and uncertain. Meanwhile, life in Virgin River did not pause for anyone. Doc's clinic remained the heartbeat of the town, a place where people turned not just for medical care, but for comfort and counsel. Hope, who had stood by him through so much, worked tirelessly, trying to keep the clinic running and the town healthy. Yet every day brought new challenges: a patient in crisis, a resource shortage, or the emotional weight of families struggling to hold on. The small victories were bright, but fleeting, often overshadowed by the constant pressure that life in this town seemed to demand. Even the friends and neighbors who looked like they had everything together carried hidden burdens, waiting for a moment when the calm could be disrupted. Brady's journey was one of redemption and self-discovery. He had made mistakes, choices that left scars on both himself and those he cared for. Yet he tried to rebuild, seeking forgiveness and a sense of purpose. Every interaction, every decision he made was scrutinized, either by himself or by those around him. Some days were victories, some days were setbacks, and through it all, he learned that the past has a way of following you no matter how far you tried to run. The town watched silently, hoping he would find his path, yet knowing that a single misstep could undo everything he worked to repair. Virgin River has a way of testing hearts, and Brady's journey was proof that second chances are never simple, never guaranteed. The personal struggles of the town were mirrored by larger, looming conflicts. Charmaine's complicated choices and fragile health added tension to relationships, forcing her friends to navigate loyalties, love, and concern all at once. Preacher's legal troubles continued to ripple through the town, a constant reminder that no one is immune to consequence, no matter how strong or well-intentioned. And beneath all these stories, the quiet hum of Virgin River itself, its forests, rivers, and cabins reminded everyone that life in this town is unpredictable. Peace is always temporary, happiness always delicate, and the next chapter is always waiting to test those who call it home. Even as the season ended, hope remained intertwined with fear. Every resolved moment hinted at challenges still to come. Mel and Jack's love seemed steadfast, but even that was not without cracks, subtle reminders that the choices they make now could shape the rest of their lives. Friends stood together, but unseen tensions lingered, waiting for the right moment to emerge. Virgin River, as always, was a place where hearts are tested, secrets slowly revealed, and the bonds of love, friendship, and community are never simple. The past season set the stage, planting seeds of drama, romance, and suspense, all pointing toward a future where every choice matters and no one can truly know what the next day will bring. Season 7 of Virgin River opens a door to new challenges that the town has never faced before. The calm and warmth that once defined the small town now feels fragile as hidden conflicts and dangerous secrets begin to surface. Mel and Jack, who have fought so hard for their happiness, now find themselves tested in ways they could never have imagined. The weight of responsibility presses on their shoulders. Family, love, and community intertwine, and every decision they make could ripple across the lives of everyone they care about. The tension between what they want and what they must do becomes sharper with every passing moment, and the comfort of their home seems more fragile than ever. Every glance, every word, every unspoken worry carries the potential to ignite conflict, reminding them that love in Virgin River is never simple and peace is always fleeting. New challenges do not come quietly. A mysterious figure arrives in town, someone whose motives are unclear, and their presence shakes the balance that the town has worked so hard to maintain. Questions arise quickly. Are they friend or foe? What secrets are they hiding? This newcomer brings tension not just for Mel and Jack, but for the entire community, forcing each resident to confront truths they have been avoiding. Even the most trusted faces show cracks in their loyalty, and every relationship is tested under the strain of uncertainty. Virgin River is a town built on connection, but this season proves that connections can also be the source of pain, betrayal, and heartbreak. No one is immune from the challenges that lie ahead. Meanwhile, life in the clinic grows more complicated. Doc faces medical emergencies that push him to his limits. Both professionally and emotionally, Hope stands by him, trying to hold the fragile threads of normalcy together. But even their strength cannot shield the town from the storms brewing just beyond the surface. The community, once confident in its resilience, begins to feel the pressure of events they cannot control. Families face crises, friendships are strained, and long-held secrets threaten to unravel the bonds that hold everyone together. The calm Riverside town now has an undercurrent of fear, and every familiar corner of Virgin River carries the sense that life may never return to the peace it once knew. Even Jack and Mel, whose love has been the heart of the story, confront challenges that push them to their limits. Jack struggles to protect those he loves, while also confronting his own past that refuses to stay buried. Mel faces decisions that test not only her courage, but her very sense of who she is. They both must navigate a landscape where trust is fragile and danger can appear from the most unexpected places. Meanwhile, characters like Brady and Preacher face conflicts that challenge their redemption and stability. Choices made under pressure have consequences that ripple across the town, and the emotional weight of each decision becomes heavier with every passing day. Virgin River is no longer just a town of quiet life and healing. It is a place where secrets are exposed, hearts are tested, and nothing will remain the same by the end of this season. In Season 7, the heart of Virgin River lies in its people, and every character faces personal trials that test their courage, love, and loyalty. Mel and Jack remain at the center of the storm, their bond stronger yet more vulnerable than ever. Mel struggles with the weight of her responsibilities, balancing the needs of her patients, the town, and her own family. Each day brings a new challenge, and though she has always been resilient, this season pushes her to the brink. Jack, too, feels the strain. The man who has always been the protector now faces threats he cannot simply fight off. He must navigate complicated choices, deciding between what is right and what is necessary, all while trying to shield the people he loves from harm. Together, they are stronger. But even the strongest love cannot escape the pressures that weigh heavily on Virgin River's residents. Brady's journey this season is fraught with uncertainty. His desire for redemption is tested at every turn, as past mistakes refuse to stay in the past. He faces situations that challenge his integrity, forcing him to confront the consequences of his actions. His relationships, once a source of stability, are strained under the pressure of new conflicts. Every decision he makes now carries more weight, and even small missteps could have lasting repercussions. The town watches him carefully, hoping he can maintain the path of growth he has fought so hard to follow, yet knowing that Virgin River has a way of challenging even the best intentions. Brady's story becomes a reminder that redemption is never simple, and the road to healing is often lined with difficult choices and heartbreak. Doc and Hope, pillars of the community, are not spared from turmoil either. The clinic faces unprecedented pressures, medical emergencies that test their skills and resolve. Hope continues to provide support and stability, but the challenges they face strain even the strongest of partnerships. The clinic is more than a workplace, it is a lifeline for the town, and each crisis highlights the fragility of life in Virgin River. Their personal struggles reflect the larger tension in the town, showing that even the most reliable figures must face the unexpected and adapt to survive. Their resilience becomes a beacon of hope, yet even they cannot predict the full impact of the season's unfolding events. Meanwhile, secondary characters bring their own emotional arcs, adding depth and complexity to the story. Charmaine navigates the consequences of past choices, her personal struggles intertwining with the lives of those around her. Preacher grapples with legal pressures and moral dilemmas, forcing him to confront who he really is and what he is willing to sacrifice. Each resident, no matter how seemingly minor, faces challenges that test their values, relationships, and place in the community. Their stories weave together, creating a tapestry of tension, love, and suspense that defines Virgin River. by focusing on these character-driven beats. Season 7 reminds viewers that the town's drama is not just in events or conflicts, it is in the hearts, decisions, and emotions of the people who live there. And every choice can shape the fate of the entire community. This season emphasizes that Virgin River is more than a picturesque town. It is a living, breathing space where every character has a story to tell. Their emotions, struggles, and growth form the core of the drama, keeping viewers invested not just in what happens, but in who survives, who falls, and who finds a way to heal. Mel, Jack, Brady, Doc, Hope, Preacher, Charmaine, and every other resident face moments that push them to their limits, revealing strengths they didn't know they had and fears they cannot ignore. Season 7 is about testing bonds, exploring the depth of relationships, and showing that in Virgin River, even the strongest hearts are vulnerable. And every choice matters in shaping the story that continues to captivate its audience. As Season 7 unfolds, Virgin River begins to reveal its deepest secrets, and nothing is as it seems. Just when the town feels like it might finally settle into a rhythm, a series of shocking events turns every expectation upside down. Mel and Jack's life, once a symbol of hope and love, faces sudden and unexpected threats. A medical emergency shakes the foundation of their family, forcing them to make decisions that could alter the course of their lives forever. The quiet town, known for its comfort and warmth, becomes a place of uncertainty, where danger lurks in the most familiar places. Each character must confront unexpected twists that test their strength, courage, and loyalty, leaving them unsure of who they can trust and what the future holds. The arrival of a mysterious figure adds tension that spreads through Virgin River. Like wildfire, their presence is unsettling, their intentions unclear, and every interaction carries a sense of unease. This person's secrets threaten not only individual relationships, but the unity of the entire town. Old wounds reopen as trust is tested, alliances shift, and the balance of power begins to change. Even the strongest bonds are strained, and the characters who once seemed untouchable now face challenges that push them to their limits. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that every character has something to lose, and even a single mistake could have devastating consequences for everyone they hold dear. Meanwhile, hidden truths come to light, revealing connections and betrayals no one saw coming. Preacher faces revelations that challenge his sense of self and his future, forcing him to make choices that will have lasting consequences. Charmaine's past decisions resurface, affecting not only her life, but the lives of those around her. Brady finds himself pulled in conflicting directions, forced to choose between redemption and self-preservation. Doc and Hope face pressure that threatens the stability of the clinic, and every emergency reminds them of how fragile life in Virgin River truly is. The town, once thought to be a sanctuary, becomes a place of uncertainty and tension, where each character must confront the consequences of secrets kept too long and decisions made too quickly. As the twists unfold, the stakes grow higher with every passing moment. Relationships are tested, loyalties questioned, and the line between friend and foe blurs. Mel and Jack, the town's heart, feel the weight of these twists more than anyone else. Their love is challenged by unforeseen dangers, forcing them to confront fears they never anticipated. The season builds a tension that keeps viewers on edge, with emotional highs and lows that mirror the unpredictable currents of Virgin River itself. Each revelation leads to another question, each twist to another crisis, and the sense of suspense becomes almost unbearable. By the end of these events, the town and its people are forever changed, and no one can go back to the life they once knew. Virgin River Season 7 proves that even the closest bonds can be tested. Even the strongest hearts can falter, and even the most peaceful town can become a place of danger and uncertainty. Every twist reveals hidden layers of the story, pulling viewers deeper into the lives of characters they care about. The events of this season are more than just drama, they are tests of love, loyalty, and resilience, showing that in Virgin River, no one is safe, No secret stays hidden, and every choice has the power to reshape the future. This season's twists are not just surprising, they are transformative, pushing each character into moments of fear, courage, and revelation that will leave the audience breathless and eagerly awaiting the next turn in the story.